Hello, my sweet thing, my soul sibling. How are you today? I'm so happy to be having this conversation. I think it's an important one. So, have you ever had the experience where you've responded to a small situation with a lot of emotion, or have you seen another person get really angry or really dramatic over something that seemed fairly insignificant? We call this triggering. And I love that this word is going mainstream because it means more people are having this awareness and we're able to have these kinds of conversations. So it's sort of like if somebody comes up and bumps into you or touches your arm, not a big deal, unless you have a wound. Perhaps you have some sort of infection or you've had a burn. You're going to pull back. You're going to defend yourself. You're going to try to protect yourself, right? So we do this emotionally as well. So generally we heal in layers, and I've done a lot of healing work around this, and I don't tend to get triggered a lot because I'm pretty aligned. I'm pretty peaceful. I've done a lot of healing work. I don't take things personally because nothing ever is, right? Don't take things personally. People are just projecting their realities all the time. Well, last week I got triggered in a big way. And it was kind of funny. It wasn't funny at the time, but it's very funny now. I was sitting on the couch, I was scrolling through Facebook, and somebody had tagged me and said, Tammy Balashevsky, you need to do more cardio. Excuse me? What does that mean? I think it can only mean one thing. She was body shaming me. She was telling me I needed to lose weight, right? So I responded immediately and said, I don't think you're talking to me, because it was a group photo. Maybe she was talking to somebody else. She goes, no, I'm talking to you. I have a body very similar to yours, and when you get older, you're going to have some problems. And then I'm defending even that. I'm like, I am old. I kind of lost my mind. My husband's seeing me do this, and I may be calling her a name or two. He's like, Tammy, what is going on? I said, this woman is saying this. And he's like, you shouldn't feel that way. You know that's not the truth. And when somebody's in emotion saying you shouldn't feel the way you're feeling, that doesn't help. That doesn't make things better. It's sort of like when we're little kids and we're told, big kids don't cry, or we're being told to, chin up or don't feel the way you feel. It doesn't help. We can't help the way we feel, right? He soon realized the error of his ways and said instead, and this is what I would recommend, what's coming up for you now? Anytime we're triggered, it's because there's a line of energy. There's an earlier part of ourselves that experienced a wounding. And if we can hold space for ourselves or for another and say, what's beneath this? What's coming up for you? He said, good question, Steve. Give me a minute. So I followed the line of energy back, and I ended up feeling like I was 16 or 17, and I was being body shamed a lot. There was a guy I dated, and he said some things about me that didn't feel very good. He called me names, and I felt ashamed, but I didn't speak up because I didn't know I could. I believed what he said, that I should be ashamed of myself. So the girl that was responding to this girl on Facebook was this inner 16-year-old, 17-year-old who's found her voice. But it's not a really evolved or high vibrational way of communicating. And we can't as long as we have this wound. So when we have this kind of experience of being triggered, what we need to do is be able to sit with that younger part of ourselves, talk, listen, bring our current love, attention, and compassion to that one inside that experienced this heartbreak. So I talked to her, and I listened to her, and I loved her. And I said, your body is beautiful, and you're going to manifest a man who adores you, and you're going to have this magical life. This has nothing to do with you. And it was like she took a deep breath. She felt better. I felt better. It was like a layer had come up for healing. And I felt more peaceful. I was back in my equanimity. So the next day I was actually going to go back and take some screenshots and share them with my sister because it's kind of funny, and I had this revelation, and I like talking about revelations. But you know what? She'd erased everything. She'd deleted everything. It was like it didn't even happen. But it happened as an opportunity for me to do another bit of healing work. Every time any of us do any healing work on ourselves, all of humanity is uplifted. I love that quote. So this came forward as an opportunity for me to bring my love and compassion to that younger part of me. Another layer is healed. So the next time you're triggered, have that presence of mind to ask that question, what is coming up for me now? Follow the line of energy back. Talk to, listen with, be with that younger aspect of yourself that maybe needs a little bit of love and compassion. Remember, we heal when we bring love and compassion to the places inside that hurt. And the next time you're around somebody who's maybe experiencing some dramatic emotion, ask that question. What's coming up for you now? What's beneath this? Hold space, ask those open-ended questions, and see what comes forward as an opportunity for healing. So let me know if this makes sense for you. Have you been triggered lately? Have you done this kind of work? And I would be interested in knowing your personal stories, or if I can hold space for you to do another bit of healing work, another layer of letting go, so that you can continue to heal and ascend in your consciousness, so that we can all experience life more from that place of alignment with our soul, equanimity, and bring more peace and grace and ease and love and compassion to this planet. So I'm so grateful for you. So grateful to be hanging out with you and having these kinds of conversations. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And for the private messages, knowing that the material resonates, and your personal stories. Because to me, it's all about conversation. It's all about walking each other home with love. So God bless you. Thanks for hanging out. Let's be in touch and know that you're my heart, meditations, prayers, and let's journey onward and upward in ever expanding love. God bless you.